I invite you to think about it. How do you prepare for the unthinkable? As a first responder, you'd receive training. But what about a teacher or a professor? In times of school and community crisis, should educators in schools be prepared and be part of the response and the recovery? Research claims it matters how educators respond to such events for student well-being. Ever since my experience here in Nice, France, where in my professional role I accompanied 5 university students to a summer abroad program, I've spent years agonizing over my own responses. You see, in the evening of July 14th, 2016, the unthinkable happened. A terrorist drove a 19-ton truck down the promenade where 30,000 people were gathered, injuring 458. 86 never went home again. 3 of those were students from the program, and 1 of them was mine. I came home with many questions, and these questions have shaped my research. Through the lenses of care and trauma, my research seeks to understand the lived experience of educators who, like me, have safeguarded students during and in the aftermath of a crisis. This line of inquiry will add to current research about exposure to such events that has focused on student outcomes but has neglected the voice and educators' role. Our voice and experiences of how we supported students during and in the aftermath of such events is equally as important. My aim is to advise a care-informed, trauma-sensitive curriculum to guide preparation, response, and recovery from such events in educational contexts. You see, when the unthinkable happens, the crisis doesn't end when the event is over. Further, while a teacher's role is not that of first responder, we are finding ourselves safeguarding students as violence in society continues to grow. To inquire into educators' experiences, I approach my research through an interpretive paradigm called heuristic inquiry. This approach to research requires me to have lived experience with the phenomenon that I seek to know. As a researcher with this experience, I am an insider and also reporting on my own experiences. Hence, I'm both researcher and subject. And while I have not yet invited participants into my research, I will, in order to learn if their experiences are different, similar, or the same. Over the past 15 months, I have committed fully in assessing what and how I sense, feel, and think about my experiences. And as part of this process, I enrolled into a 3-year trauma practitioner training. I have learned that while I did my best, I made a few mistakes. Recovery is a science, it is nuanced, personal, and it requires caring others to whom we can connect. My research looks towards advising a curriculum supporting educators in schools in becoming a safe place for and agents of healing so that one day those students who were there will know the event, the crisis, to be over. Thank you.